The agenda for today's session, we are going to start our discussion on two things. One, we are going to start first with Amazon Glacier. So we call this Amazon Glacier as a archival storage. For storing archive files, we go for this Amazon Glacier. And here, Amazon, in terms of storage has been concerned, we have already discussed about four types of storages. One is instance store. Okay, the instance store alone yet we discuss. Okay, and second one EBS, Elastic Block Store, and third one S3, Amazon Simple Storage Service, and fourth one Amazon Glacier, and fifth one we have Elastic File System (EFS), Elastic File System. These are all major storages associated with Amazon. Apart from that, we can also have our in-house storage, that is our local data center storage. Okay, in-house storage can be extended with the Amazon storages. It can be a S3, it can be a EBS, it can be a EFS. For that, we have another service called as a storage gateway. So we have our storage. In our in-house, we have a storage box, imagine with the 10 TB. So I need to go for further storage instance. I can get a storage volume of 10 TB here. And this 10 TB is in my local system. This 10 TB I got from Amazon. I can combine both the things together as if as logical 20 TB hard disk. For combining our local storage with Amazon storage, we have a concept of services called as storage kit. So these are all the storages. Here, the instance store is one, which is how you can define an instance store. While launching a instance, we want to choose the AMI. Under AMI, we want to choose the instance store. We have instance store based AMI and EBS based AMI. Okay, I will let you know the instance store in the next class. So here, if we launch a instance using an instance store AMI, so the hard disk will be for that instance will be mapped from the hard disk of the physical server where the instance is launched. Okay, we have already discussed about the instance. So if it is a EBS, so here your hard disk will be a separate thing, your VM will be a separate thing. It is a NAS box like thing. Okay, we have already discussed about this. Now today's discussion is going to be with the Glacier and under S3, how you can restrict the access. For S3, you can able to restrict the access in the following way. One, by specifying policies, that is user specific policy. So you want to create an IAM user. For that IAM user, we need to specify the policies. What the user can do with S3. Okay, that is the one way. The second way, we can create policies called as bucket policies. For each and every bucket and the object within the bucket. Bucket is nothing but a storage container. So we can specify policies. So which user can do what sort of access from which account. Like we are going to discuss about some sample policies, how you can define a policy, how you can generate policy. For bucket policies, we have a policy generator, a graphical user policy generator, bucket policy generator are there. Using this policy generator, we will be generating two things. One is allow policy, and another one is deny policy. So these are all the two things that is planned for today's session. If time permits, let me start with RDS. RDS stands for Amazon Relational Data Store, which is used for RDPMS as well as NoSQL databases. For RDP relational databases as well as NoSQL databases, we can get it from RDS. Okay, so this is the agenda for today's session. Let me first start with the Glacier and move on to this policy and laterly RDS. Okay, so what is Amazon Glacier? So here it is a storage which is especially meant for storing and accessing infrequently used data. That is the key thing. Why we will discuss infrequently used data. It is a device which is used for storing and accessing, not for processing. You can't process data by keeping in Glacier. That is the key thing. Okay, as of in your storage or as of in your EBS volume, you can't process data here by keeping it in Glacier. Okay, it is used for storing, and laterly, whenever you need the data, you need to retrieve the data for further access. Infrequently used data. So we call this and those data is subjected to further no modification. Those sort of data need to be placed here. So this sort of data, infrequently used data without any modification, has been technically called as cold data. The hot data is in sense those data is subjected to frequent retrieval, frequent updations, and so on. Here, this data, infrequent access data, we go for this cold data. We call it technically. So it is a low cost storage. It is a low cost storage. So made up of commodity hardware. Compared to that of history, it is a low cost storage. Here the customer can store the data for years and months and years with very very low cost. Okay. So here usually what sort of data has been stored here? All archive files. All archive files can be stored here in your Glacier. Okay, so here the high availability, everything will be taken care by the Glacier. So here, what is the drawback associated with the Glacier compared to that of S3? The drawback associated with the Glacier is, so if you want to retrieve the data, if you want to upload the data, or if you want to retrieve the data from the Glacier, it took 2 to 3 hours to complete this activity. That is the drawback. Okay, if your applications requires fast and frequent access to your data, then it is not a better choice. So, if your application can able to withstand delay in retrieval the data, so then you can go for choosing the choice of Glacier. For example, if you want to store 1 GB in S3, let me assume if the cost is rupees 10 per month, the same thing, 1 GB in Glacier, you need to pay only rupees 1 per month. Such a low cost. Because of this feature, it is made up of the low cost storage commodity hardware. It took some time for retrieval. What sort of data that we can store in Glacier? For example, let me take in case of healthcare, all the medical records of the patient's medical records, the scanned reports, etc., can be stored here. So if a patient is visiting the doctor, the appointment time is 5 p.m. today. So what the doctor can do, the data, if he need a reference to the previously taken scan reports, so he can initiate a request to retrieve the data from the Glacier. So so then the data in the morning itself, you have an appointment 5 p.m. XYZ is given an appointment. So for a diagnosis of a particular device, we need the following scan report of the XYZ. So what happened? A retrieval request will be initiated, and it will finish the retrieval of the data within 1 p.m. So the data is available, and once the patient reaches, the doctor can able to go through analysis of the particular report, and laterly, once it is over, he can that report can be stored once again in the retrieval. Okay, Glacier. So these are medical reports, building plans. So those plans, if you got a building approval, you need a plan. Those plans can be stored. Similarly, those data, which is not at all going to be modified further, and which can delay a little bit retrieval. So the retrieval delay will be minimum 2 hours. Okay, you make a note. And data, your application which does not require the data frequently, it is best choice. Where it is stored? In Glacier, we have a component called as vault. Okay, a vault is a container for storing archive data. in Glacier. Similar to that of bucket in S3, we have vault here. Under the vault, the data will be stored. Okay, these are all some of the ways by which you can. So here, what sort of data that you can store? You can store any multimedia data. You can store photos. You can store videos. You can store any documents, etc., etc. Okay. So how you can store? Here, there are two, three possible ways. One is the console based. A second one is CLI, command line interface. And third one is API based. You can do all activity associated with the Glacier only by using CLI and API based. Through console, what you can do, you can create this vault, you can drop the vault, you can specify policies to the vault. That alone that you can do. Okay, for uploading and for downloading, for all other activity, other associated activity, you need to depend upon either a CLI or using a programmatically using APIs. Okay, you can't do other activity, retrieval, uploading, getting the status like the through console. The console is restricted only with creating and dropping the vault. Okay, please make a note. So let me first start with what is a vault, what are all the characteristics associated with vault, and so on, so on. Here usually how you can store data here. So here in terms of Glacier, either you can store directly, okay, the data flow. You can store your data directly into vault. That is one method. Using CLI, you can upload the data directly. Yes, from S3. The data will be stored on a S3 normal storage. From normal storage, after some point of time, it will be moved to infrequent access. And from infrequent access, it will be moved to Glacier. And Glacier, it will be there, and later some time, it will be dropped. You want to write a life cycle policy. Where you need to write these life cycle policies, you need to write the life cycle policy in S3 bucket where you have storing the data. Under that bucket, you can write a life cycle policy in such a manner that it is, for example, the data is loaded on January 1st, 2017. It will be in normal storage for next 60 days. After that, move the data to frequent access, January, February. Under March 1st, 2017, the data need to be in infrequent access. It may be there for another 60 days. Then it need to move to Glacier. Under March, April, May 1st, the data will be moved to Glacier and it will be in a Glacier for 1 year. Then after that, the data need to be dropped. Here from May 1st, 2017 to May 1st, 2018, it will be in the Glacier and laterly the data will be dropped. So this is the rule. According to the data will be moved from the storage normal to infrequent and to Glacier and get dropped. So these are all the two possible ways by which you can able to store data, either directory or storing data in S3 and moving to Glaciers. Okay. So here the data models. What are all the things associated with the data model? So in terms of web service, it is a REST-based web service. It is a REST-based web service. So here we have two things. The major component is vault, and the second component is called as archive. And we have a job, and we need to set some notification. These are all the four major components associated with the Glacier. Vault we have already discussed. It is a container. Vault is a container for storing archives. Okay, so here when you create a vault similar to that of your storage S3 bucket, the vault will be stored in a global location. Okay, so each and every vault will have a unique vault address. As far as storage, each and every vault will be having a unique vault address. Okay, the vault address will be in the following. It will create a URL http glacier dot the region. So where you have created the vault, the region dot AmazonAWS.com. You want to specify the account ID where the vault is created, and you want to specify the folder vaults under which the vault name that we have created. This is the URL. Okay. So you want to specify the URL for this vault. So you want to specify the URL for all the objects that we are storing here. So what is archive? Archive is nothing but the data that is stored in the vault. Okay, it is the data stored. So it can be a multimedia data, like it may be a photo, video, or any document. So each archive may be a photo, it may be audio, it may be a video, it may be a document or anything, it may be a PDF, anything that you can store. Whenever you put the data into the vault, unique ID has been created. Okay, so here if you want to specify the unique ID, okay, each and every archive will have a unique ID. So once again, it will be in the following manner. Okay, HTTPS, and we have a Glacier, regions AWS Amazon.com, and we have a account ID of the user, and we have a folder by name vaults, and the vault name. Under vault name, here we will be having the archives. Okay, we have a folder by name archives. Under archive, we have a unique name assigned. Okay, when you upload an object, or when you when you upload an object, the unique archive ID is created by Amazon Glacier, and it will be mapped. It is not the name. In our S3, what happens here? So if I store a file xyz.jpg, okay, that file name will be stored here. Whereas here, unique archive ID for each and every for each and every data object, the unique archive ID not generated by us. It is generated by Glacier itself. Okay, will be assigned to the archive. So, okay, job retrieving archive and archive vault interview. Okay, vault inventory. So, what is the job? We need to, while retrieving a particular data, we need to specify a archive. Okay, so what data that I need to retrieve? For that, I need to specify this archive ID. Okay, archive ID I need to specify. Also, I need to refer to vault inventory. There is another thing called as vault inventory. Vault inventory is nothing but the list of archives, the information associated with the archives. Okay, what are all the files that is stored on the particular vault? What are all those IDs? Those things have been maintained in the vault inventory. Okay, so here you need to download the vault inventory, or you need to retrieve the archive. So you need to invoke a job. Okay, so here the data retrieval request or a data upload request. So for that you need to invoke a job, and once the job is activated, then the job will do the action. What action the job has, whether upload or download, the job will do the action, And once the action has been over, it took around 2 to 4 hours to complete the action. You can't wait until the action got completed. Okay. So what happened here in this case? So once a job has been invoked, a unique job ID will be assigned to the job. Okay. You can go and monitor the associated status of the job using the job ID. Okay. So here for each and every job, Amazon Glacier maintains those information. So the job type, what are all information, job ID, okay, description for the job, whether it is upload or downloader, invoked by who, and the job when it is created, the created date and time, and when the job is completed. Once the job is completed, the completed date and time. Okay, so status, whether it is successfully downloaded or uploaded, all the information will be managed under the Amazon's control, Glacier's control. Okay, it will manage the information. So also the number of jobs it is successful, the number of jobs recently finished, all those information is managed. Once the job is completed, then you can download the job output. Okay, you can download a job output. So until then it took around I say 2 to 4 hours to complete the job. Therefore you can't wait until then. So what you need to do? You want to do a notification configuration. You need to do a notification configuration. Okay. So because jobs takes more time to complete, Amazon Glacier supports a notification mechanism to notify you when a job is complete. So you can configure a vault, okay, whenever some action has been initiated. For example, so in this vault, you can write a policy in such a manner that when an object is uploaded or when an object is downloaded, a job is initiated for upload or download. Once it is completed, send a notification through SMS to the following through SMS or through email. Anything that we can specify here. So Amazon Glacier stores the notification configuration as a JSON document. So once it is over, inventory retrieval complete or archive retrieval complete, anything you can specify either the inventory retrieval or the archive retrieval or archive upload. The notification will be sent to you. Okay. So once you receive the notification, you can connect with the Glacier and you can download the needed objects. So these are all the four basic components that we are going to use for storing the data in terms of Glacier. Yes, is it clear? Yeah. Usually, what sort of action that you will be doing? Usually, you will be doing the following three actions. You will be uploading the data to the Glacier. This is the action one. And laterally, you may retrieve data from Glacier. Not only data, in certain circumstances, you may need to retrieve the vault inventory. That is the list of archives. What are all the archives that has been stored on the vault inventory? These are all the three operations. Okay. So upload data, and apart from that, what vault operations that you are going to perform in terms of vault. So here, these are all the operations associated with vault data. So, what is the container? In terms of vault operations, you will be doing create what? Setting policies. Set vault access policies, and you can drop those policies, and you can drop the vault. These are all the things associated with. Okay, creating a vault, dropping, and setting access policies, and dropping the access policies. So these are all vault data operations. Okay. So archive operations. We call it as an archive operation. These are all vault operations. Yes. Now let me connect with the Amazon Glacier and create a vault and upload a archive to a vault and download a archive from a vault and delete a archive from a vault and delete a vault. Okay, these are all the things that we are going to do. For that, for creating the vault and dropping the vault, we can make use of Amazon console. Okay, let I connect to Amazon www.aws.amazon.com. Connect. So here we have a Glacier. Okay, under storage we have a Glacier. Okay, so create vaults, set the retrieve policy, set the event notification. Okay, so these are all the three major activity. What we are going to do? We are going to create a vault. Okay, so create vault. Glacier is an extremely low cost storage device that provides secure, durable, that we can specify the durability, when, to what extent, how much of duration the data need to be in. A flexible storage for data backup and archive purpose. Okay, let me create a vault first. So here it will prompt you for a region. Let I create a vault. Okay, the vault name need to be unique. Okay, the data stored in Amazon Glacier is an archive. The archive can be any data, photo, video, or document. You can upload a single file as an archive, or you can aggregate multiple files. You can combine those files and as a tar file or zip file, and you can upload as a single archive. Both the thing is possible. Please make a note. So the single archive can be of a maximum size of 40 terabytes. Okay, you can. These are all questions associated with your exams and interview perspectives. A single archive can be of maximum of 40 terabytes in size. Okay, in S3, what is the maximum size of a file?
5 terabytes.
Okay, in S3, you can store a file maximum of 5 terabytes. Here in archive, you can store 40 terabytes. Similarly, as of in S3, here too there is no restriction in storing the number of objects. Okay, you can go and store any number of objects, unlimited number of archives, and unlimited amount of data. Those are all the key things. That's only Amazon can able to hear. Okay, if they possess a restriction on storing a number of objects, that they can't hear. There is no restriction in number of objects as well as size of the object. So whereas single file size is restricted to 40 terabytes. Each archive is assigned a unique archive ID at the time of creation. Okay. So here this is the key property, that the archive is immutable. Immutable means you can't do any modification on the archive. You want to do modification on your download. You want to do modification in your machine, and laterly the modified file need to be updated. Please make a note. Also, vault allows you So organize your archive and set access policies and notification policies. Okay. So these are all the things that we have discussed. First, we are going to create a vault and we are going to invoke a event notification and we are going to review and create a vault. So next, first we need to choose the region. We have chosen the vault name. The vault name need to be unique. Next, event notification. So you can choose the notification sent to your site. Okay, using Amazon SNS. We have already aware of what is Amazon SNS, how to create a SNS topic and how to specify the target audience to whom the notification need to be sent. Everything that you are already aware of. Okay, so here how you can specify notification. So in Amazon Glacier, we can specify a notification. That notification will trigger upon completion of a job. A job can be an upload or it can be a download. Whenever an activity has been completed, then the SNS will send a notification message whenever the job activity is completed to the appropriate target URL to whom it is addressed. So these are all the three options. You can enable notifications and create a new SNS topic, or if you have any existing topic, you can make use of those topics, or without any notification. A notification is optional. You can laterally, once you invoke, laterally after 3 to 4 hours, you can make a check whether the activity is completed or not. So these are all the some of the things associated with notification. Let me first start with do not enable notification. Okay, so next step. Now you have created a vault, you have specified a notification, and without notifications we have chosen no notification. No notification details need to be entered. If else, those details, what is the topic, all those things need to be entered, and submit will create a vault. It creates a vault. The vault name is Diruta. Creating a vault is very simple. Next, what we are going to do, we can upload a sample archive that we have created. Okay, so what are all the vaults created, we can able to view those informations. So all these things you can do using AWS command line interface, or you can do using AWS SDK for Java and .NET. We have two options: the software development kit for Java and software development kit U for .NET. Both the thing is possible. Okay. Now let I invoke the action associated with the Glacier. Okay. So in Glacier, with respect to the actions, what are all the things that is associated? Okay. So in terms of we can create a vault. Okay. We can delete a vault. These are all the things that we are going to discuss. We can describe the vault. Okay. What are all the properties associated with the vault? So you can create, you can delete, you can describe the vault. You can add tags to the vault. You can assign name to the vault. You can set vault notifications. These are all the activities that you frequently do. You can set vault notifications. So if you don't want, you can delete vault notifications. Okay. So here you can initiate a job. The job upload or download job can be initiated. Okay. You can list what are all the jobs that is initiated and the associated statistics. Okay. You can list vaults. What are all the vaults currently associated with this particular account? So you can set vault access policies. What policy is set to vault? You can set vault access policies. You can set vault notification already. You can upload a archive file to the vault. You can download the archive file from the vault. So you can set initiate a job list values. That initiate job is upload archive or download archive. So you can delete the archive. You can't upgrade. Okay, you can't update the archive, but you can delete the archive. Please make a note. So in terms of jobs, you can describe the job. These are all some of the major activities. What apart from that, you can set vault access policy. If you want to view the policy, you can get the vault access policy. Get vault access policies. So you can get the job output. Once the job is completed, the output using this statement you need to get. Okay, so these are all some of the. So here you have another concept called as a multi-part upload. If you have a huge file to upload, in this case, rather than following a sequential approach, the data has been splitted into various small, and you can invoke a multi-part upload. Please make a note. So yeah, that the multi-part upload, you want to set certain things. Okay, for multi-part upload, please make a note of all those things that we are going to discuss. Here for creating the vault, like first you are configuring AWS configure. Okay, these are all the parameters associated with this configuration. Now AWS Glacier create vault. So we have already discussed about what are all the actions that we create. First thing, AWS Glacier create vault, vault name, the name of the vault, the account ID. Under the account ID, you need to specify the account. Automatically, hyphen will retrieve the current account ID, and this is the command which creates a vault. Okay, in the following location. So AWS Glacier, you can list the vault, list hyphen vaults. Then in this case, you want to specify the account hyphen ID hyphen. Under the account ID, so wrongly mentioned, VAULT vaults. AWS Glacier list vaults account ID. You can find we have two vaults. Okay, one is Thiru and another one. Okay, AWS Glacier list hyphen vaults account ID to list the vaults. So you can also describe the vault. What are all the properties associated with the vault can be described. So for that, AWS Glacier describe hyphen vault hyphen hyphen you want to specify vault hyphen name, the name of the vault. So let me get the 06 AWS Glacier describe hyphen vault vault hyphen name 06. You want to specify this account ID each and every time. Account hyphen ID hyphen. So the vault associated with the account, all the details will be described. Size in bytes, the B it is empty, number of archive in the vault, create and date, vault time, vault AR. So if you don't want the vault, you can delete a vault simply. You can delete a vault. So similar to that of create vault, please make a note. AWS Glacier instead of create, delete vault, vault name, name of the vault, account ID. Now I am going to delete the vault through vault. All action with respect to this vault need to be you do the practice of doing all activity using CLI. Now the vault is deleted. If you go and describe a vault, list vaults, you can find only one vault. So 06 alone will be listed. You can make a check here. 067 when you refresh, it has dropped. So if you have set any notification to the vault, you can get the vault notification. We can get the vault access policies. Example. So since we didn't set any policy, let me check. AWS Glacier get hyphen vault hyphen notifications. Notifications. AWS Glacier get vault notifications. You want to specify the account ID. You want to specify the vault name. Vault hyphen name 06. AWS Glacier get vault notification. If you have set any notification, notification details will be given to you. You can set by simply setting set notifications. I will let you know. You need to set the notifications in SNS. You want to create a topic and you need to attach the topic. No notification is set for the vault. You can find no notification is set for the vault. You can set the notification. So here, the note if you want to set the notification, you want to create a notification config.json file. Okay, for setting a notification for uploading and downloading, what you need to do, you want to create a file. You can't directly set the notification. Here the command. Here you want to create a JSON file. The JSON file will specify what are all the notification that you need to set, what are all the event for which notification need to be set. Okay, so let me take one example. So here the command, please make a note, AWS Glacier to set a notification to the wall. Here in this case, in a command line, you can directly set a notification while creating the wall. So you can set the notification to the wall. Okay, directly you click on notification, you enable the notification, and you create some SNS topic. That let me create a topic name, uh, uh, vault upload. Okay, complete. The display name, the same thing. Create a topic. Okay, so the topic, you can also set permissions to the wall. Okay, you can set policies, Glacier vault access policies. You can set a vault policy. Okay, so that what are all the activities that you can do in a vault. Okay, so let me take some vault access policies. So who can access, who can download, who can get notifications. These are all policies. Okay. So grant on read only permission to all accounts. Here, this is the policy that you need to set. Here, the policy is set. The effect is allow. Okay. What are all the actions? These are all the actions associated is permitted. You can upload or archive. You can initiate a multi-part upload. You can abort the multi-part upload. Okay. You can complete multi-part upload. So this action is permitted for who? For IAM account belonging to the particular account. We have set permissions for two accounts. So any root user from this account 1, 2, 3, 4. Our account is different. So here this is our account. Okay. So in the account 999. So for the vault, example vault, which we have created in VS REST 2, the following actions are permitted. We can able to upload, we can able to initiate multi-part upload. The following 4 actions are permitted. For whom? For the root user of these following accounts. Please make a note. Under the principal element, you want to specify to whom the account need, the access permission need to be set. Here in this example, the access permission is set for root user belonging to the account. Okay. If you want to specify here a particular IAM user Raman, then the root user Raman will be assigned this account. Please make a note. This policy need to be copied, and this policy can be generated using a policy generator, and you can apply with the Glacier. This is one small example. So if you want to deny instead of allow, you want to deny. By default, all the action will be denied. Okay. Now grant read only permission to all access. So you can action is initiate a job and get a job output. You can't do any other thing. You can initiate a job and you can get the job output. That is the status. Okay, the principal element you can find. We are specifying asterisks in our principal element. Here you can find the principal element here is we are specifying the root user of the associated accounts. Whereas here this action is applicable to all AWS accounts. Okay, so therefore in this principle we need to specify asterisks since it is applicable to all AWS accounts. The effect is allow. This is the resource. The resource is for this resource. So for the all the users, we are going to apply read only permission. For read only permission, we are going to set a permission to retrieve the job output. So cross account permission. There is a so we already aware of MFA multi-factor authentication. Here this is the resource. This action will be permitted to delete the Glacier if and only if that user is having a multi-factor authentication. Okay, by this thing need to be attached under the condition. Okay, under the condition, you need to specify a Boolean value. BOOL stands for Boolean value. If the Boolean value is true, that means if the multi-factor authentication is true for that particular user. Who is the user? The root user belonging to the account. He can able to delete the Glacier. He can perform all the activity. Delete start. He can perform all the action associated with the delete. He can delete the vault. He can delete the archive. He can delete the notification. All the actions associated with the delete on this vault. The example vault. This is the owner account. The vault account. This is the 999 is the account associated with the vault, and this is the account associated with the user. So these are all some of the way by which you can specify the policy. Okay, so delete vault access policy, set vault, get vault access policy, set vault access policy. You can specify all the policies. Okay, so these are all the things for notification. So here we have enabled the notification. We have created a SNS topic. So these are all the actions. Okay, once you create a notification, you want to specify under which action the notification need to be triggered. Either archive retrieval job complete or the vault inventory retrieval job complete. Okay, the notification, you please make a note that these are all interview questions. The notification can't be set for uploading complete. Once you initiate the upload request, within 2 to 3 hours, the upload will be completed. You can't set notification for that. So the notification is set for any one of the above set. Vault inventory retrieval. Vault inventory means it will maintain all the records associated with the vaults. What are all the objects that is present? So those information is called vault inventory. So let us let us save it. Now I have set a notification. Now I rerun the activity. Okay, initially a error occurred when calling the vault notification. No notification is set for the vault. So I am going to rerun the same thing. After setting the notification for the vault, AWS Glacier get vault notifications. Now you can find the notification event inventory retrieval for the SNS topic. Notification sent will be vault upload complete. I need to specify vault retrieval complete. Okay, that is appropriate. Please make it. The notification that we have set can be deleted. Okay, you can also set the notification using CLI, anything that you can do. So if you have invoked any job, you can describe the job. So for describing the job, what you need is, sure, here you need a unique ID. Job ID need to be specified here. For describing a job, you need to specify a job ID. Job descriptions. So here the command is AWS Glacier. If you have set any job, first let me describe hyphen job hyphen account hyphen ID space hyphen. You want to specify hyphen vault hyphen name. You want to specify the name of the vault, in this case 6. If you have already initiated a job ID will be created. Okay, the job ID need to be specified here. Please make a note. So here the job ID can be found out. How you can find the job ID? So while you are setting a job, the command is Glacier initiate. You can set Glacier initiate job or AWS Glacier list jobs. While initiating the job or listing the job, you can get the job ID. Please make a note. While initiating a job or listing a job, you can get a job ID. The job ID is a unique ID that you need to specify. So you can do two actions. Either you can do in a job a upload action or the retrieval of your inventories and the retrieval of your job. Okay, the associated objects. So for initiating job, for retrieving the job, you want to specify those things in a JSON file only. You want to specify those parameters in a JSON file only. Okay, I will show you how to make it. Will be first initiate a job first. So before going into that, we can go for a break. For please, I feel very drowsy. We can have a cup of coffee. We can back now. Time is 8. We can be back here at 8:10. Okay. To take a break and be break. So the command to upload a archive is AWS. Command to upload archive is AWS Glacier upload archive. Upload hyphen archive ARCHIVE. You want to specify hyphen account hyphen ID dash. Then you want to specify under which vault hyphen name, the name of the vault. Let me make it through hyphen body file name. It can be a normal file or it can be a zip file. Archive name dot that zip file. If it has been zipped, it support a zip, it support top, it support a normal file. Here, once you archive, you will get a archive ID. You will get a archive ID. That archive ID need to be managed. Using that archive ID only, you can get the status and all the associated things. Okay, let me upload what we are having. In our C drive, let me have raman.csv. Let me try to upload this. AWS Glacier upload hyphen archive hyphen account hyphen ID AWS Glacier upload archive account ID OUNT account ID you want to specify the vault name vault name of the vault is 06 the body to archive. Okay, so it may be a zip file. Let me check with raman.csv. If not, else we will zip it. Now Glacier upload archive account ID vault name 06 body. Now you can find the archive ID. You want to make a note down of this archive ID. That is important. The archive ID. Using this archive ID only, you can do all other activities. So you can retrieve two things here. Once it is uploaded, you can retrieve two things here. Okay, one is either inventory retrieval or the associated objects retrieval. Okay, once it is uploaded, if you want to retrieve, you can set two types of retrieval. One, inventory retrieval. The second one, the original object retrieval. For both these retrieval, you can set a notification. So it won't do anything. I will let you know the command voiceover because this upload itself will need, even though it is a small file, this upload itself will need around 2 to 4 hours. Okay, after that only you can able to do with the retrieval. I will let you know the command. You just make a note of this command. How to set a retrieval, how to retrieve a inventory, and how to retrieve a archive. First, let me retrieve a inventory. Inventory will list us what are all the information, what are all the files associated with the archive. The command is AWS Glacier initiate job. Initiate job. AWS Glacier initiate job account ID you want to specify the vault name vault name. The vault name is 06. You want to specify job parameters. Then under the codes, you want to specify the type, key value type, inventory retrieval, inventory hyphen retrieval. Okay, close this curly brace and close. This is the command. So AWS Glacier initiate job account ID, vault name, the name of the vault, hyphen hyphen job parameter. Here you are going to retrieve the inventory. So if you want to retrieve, if you want to initiate a job, to retrieve an archive file, the command is the same thing, initiate job account ID, vault name until vault is the same. Under the job parameter, you want to specify the job parameter, you want to specify the following things. So the job parameter, what you can specify? You can specify a separate file, file colon double slash job. You need to create a file and you need to set the parameter. You need to specify a JSON file. Job archive underscore retrieval.json. Okay, you want to create the file under the current location. Assume that you are currently working with the C. Here you want to create a JSON file. The JSON file should contain the following information. You please make a note. The JSON file should contain the following information. So for retrieving the object, you need to specify this thing. Here you create a file under the following name. Under C drive, let you create a file job underscore archive underscore retrieval dot. The file name should have a JSON. Okay, so open brace. The JSON, you aware of JSON stands for Java Simple Object Notation type. You want to specify archive hyphen retrieval, comma. Here you want to specify the archive ID. How you get archive ID? I will let you know. The archive ID is a, I think so, 70 characters ID. You want to specify a archive ID, comma. Then here, if you have set any SNS topic, you can invoke the SNS topic. SNS topic. You want to specify the ARN, Amazon resource name for the topic, ARN dot AWS. You can get this ARN from the SNS topic. For example, US East -1 colon. This is your account ID. Example, let me make it as any ID, account ID colon. This is the name of the topic. Okay, the topic name. Close this. Okay, so you want to create a file with the JSON, the file should contain the following. The type is archive retrieval. Then the archive ID, you want to specify the archive ID. So where you get this archive ID? You can get the archive ID during the upload activity itself. So while you are uploading, you will get the archive ID. This is the archive ID. You can find the archive ID here while uploading the activity. So Ramanda, this archive ID need to be specified here, starting from J to E. Else you can get the archive ID by specifying get job output. Here you can simply get the archive ID by specifying get job output. AWS Glacier space list jobs. It will list all the jobs associated. Okay, you want to specify the argument along with the account ID. Okay, QUNT account ACCOUNT. So vault name. So we have initiated a job. Okay, AWS Glacier list jobs hyphen account ID hyphen vault name my vault. Okay, since the action need to be initiated, it took minimum 2 to 3 hours as I already conveyed. So it will list all the associated activity after it got set. Job list will list all the associated jobs. Here it will list you the job ID. What are all the activity that is taking place, the job ID, job description, archive ID, everything that you will be get. This is the way by which you can get the needed information. For all the activity, you can describe the job, whether the job is completed or not. We can describe the job. For that, you need the job ID. So when you type this list jobs, your job ID will be listed here. You will be getting the job ID. So this will produce you a job ID. You want to make a note of the job ID for all other activities. For example, to get the status, whether the job is completed or not, the command is AWS Glacier describe hyphen job. You want to specify hyphen account ID hyphen. You want to specify the vault name hyphen vault name, the name of the vault. You want to specify hyphen job ID. You want to specify the ID. Once again, it is a 70 character. So it is not 70, around 80, I think so. 80 characters. Or plus or minus 2, we can make it. You want to specify the job ID. Okay, we can get the job ID by simply typing AWS Glacier list jobs, under which the job ID will be listed. Here, since it is yet to configure, the job ID is showing empty. It will list the job ID. You want to submit the job ID to get the status of the job, whether it is completed or not. Okay, else at the time of initiating, you will get a job ID. At the time of initiating, you will get a job ID. You can make use of the job ID or other activity associated with getting the needed information. So here you can go for a concept called as a multi-part upload. Okay, we can go for the concept called as multi-part upload. What is multi-part upload? So here, if you are doing a upload, so here the operations upload a part of an archive. Okay, right? So you can upload archives part in any order, doesn't matter. So you can upload them in parallel. The thing is that for a single file, you can make a split, and up to 1000 split is possible here. Okay, for a single file, if we go for this multi-part upload, if you are uploading a large file, okay, so here what you can do, you can split that file into various parts. How many parts maximum that you can split? The constraint here is maximum you can split it into 1000 parts, and you can upload all the parts concurrently in parallel. It will facilitate a faster upload of the data. So here you can specify a part size in terms of MBs. 4 MB. By default, you can specify in terms of MB. All the parts will be of same size. So where you need to go for? Okay, if the upload is of large size, you need to go for the multi-part upload. For that, what you need to go for? You want to first set the multi-part upload. You want to first set the multi-part upload. The command to set the multi-part upload is, please make a note, AWS Glacier initiate multi-part upload. initiate hyphen multi-part hyphen upload. Okay, you want to set it for your account ID, account hyphen ID underscore. So you want to specify the part size, part hyphen size. So either it may be 1 MB or it may be 4 MB. It need to be specified in bytes. Okay, 4 into 1024. In terms of bytes, you need to specify. Okay, so the part size need to be specified. Okay, if it's a 4 MB, so 1 MB is equal to 1024 KB. Therefore, in order to convert into bytes into 1024, since it is a 4 MB, you want to specify the part size. Probably 1024 into 1024, you may get one value 576. You want to multiply this by 4. 6 4s are 24 to 7 4s are 2803, 5 4s are 23 to 8 4s are 34 43. 4 4s are 16 7 1 1 4. You want to specify this. The part size 4174304. It is a 4 MB size. Okay. You want to specify hyphen hyphen vault hyphen name, the name of the vault. So in this vault you are going to do this here. This is you can also set a description archive hyphen description. This is optional. Archive description is optional. To know that it is a multi-part upload, so here you can specify multi-part upload. So first you want to initiate a multi-part upload along with the following information, and you will got a ID. ID will be assigned. You want to make use of this ID. After that only you need to go for upload. So once you initiate the ID, the upload ID will be created. Once again, it will be around 80 character ID will be created. Here, the command to upload a particular object is AWS Glacier upload hyphen multipath. So first you have initiated. Next you are going to upload. You are specifying the first part hyphen hyphen body. The name of the file. You want to specify the range. The first part. The file has been splitted. Okay, into 4. The file need to be splitted into 4 MB 4 MB by using file splitters, and you want to specify. Okay, the part 1 hyphen hyphen range. You want to specify the range in bytes. Okay, so therefore single quotes. You are specifying it is bytes 0 to first byte 4174304. Okay, and you want to specify the account ID hyphen. You want to specify the vault name. You just make a note what to do. That alone is sufficient. You can refer the documents. Vault name, the name of the vault 06, and you want to specify upload ID. ID need to be specified. Okay. Based upon that ID, we can initiate a upload. So you can get the how much of parts got uploaded, how much is activity is completed, those sort of things that you can get using list multi-part upload. Simply AWS Glacier list multi-part hyphen uploads. AWS Glacier list multi-part uploads hyphen account hyphen ID. You want to specify hyphen vault hyphen name account ID. Okay, and hyphen vault hyphen name 36. Therefore, it will list all the informations associated with how much of part has been uploaded. All other statistics will be listed. So, first activity, you want to initiate a multi-part upload, and after that, you need to upload the needed files by specifying the range. And third one, you can get what is the status by specifying list multi-part upload. So this thing can also be get using the following command. Specifically, AWS Glacier list paths. Another command. It will give more detailed information about these paths. Okay, hyphen account ID, hyphen vault name, the name of the vault. Apart from that, you need to specify hyphen upload ID. That will give you the detailed information about that particular upload. It will list all the action associated with multi-paths. Here it will list the information associated with paths with that particular action only, the particular upload ID. It will list if you invoke multi-path upload for 3 activity, all these activity will be listed. This list part will let you know only those actions associated with the particular upload ID. So these are all the ways by which you need to create a vault, and you can invoke all the actions associated with the vault. So if you don't want, you can also directly delete the archive. Okay, the archive that is uploaded can be deleted. AWS Glacier delete archive account ID hyphen vault name, the name of the vault. Then you want to specify the archive ID archive ID. You want to specify the ID archive ID. It will delete the associated archive. So you can get the vault notification. What are all the notifications that you set on the vault if you want to make a check? AWS Glacier get vault notification. Okay, you can set a notification for two things. One, the inventory retrieval. Second one, archive retrieval. So you can set a notification and get a notification by simply specifying AWS Glacier get hyphen vault hyphen notification. Get vault notifications hyphen hyphen account ID. Then you want to specify the vault name. That's all. Okay. So you will get the notifications that you have set. The events that you set notification are two things. One is inventory retrieval complete. If you invoke a inventory retrieval job, once it is complete, the notification will be set. Yes, the archive retrieval complete. These are all the two notifications that we have discussed. So based upon that, once it is okay, the job will be downloaded in the current location and you can go and access the corresponding. Took minimum 2 hours to list a job. So AWS, let me check Glacier list hyphen jobs hyphen hyphen account hyphen ID hyphen hyphen vault hyphen name, the name of the vault 06. What is the AWS Glacier list hyphen jobs account ID vault type? Yeah, account ID we have forgotten. It took it took minimum 3 to 4 hours. Okay, so that's the reason. After 4 hours, if you make a check, it will list a corresponding job ID using that we can do. So all the action associated with the glaciers have been discussed. Okay, so with this we come to the conclusion.